Welcome to the Hairpreneur Show. Awesome conversations that'll provide you with new insight, crazy good ideas, and proven strategies to help you build the business and life of your dreams. Now, please welcome to the stage our host, Ryan Whedon.
What's up, everybody? Ryan Whedon here with the Hairpreneur Show. I am so excited to be back. It's episode 3, and recently I just got back from this incredible event that I just couldn't believe I had even attended. It's something I've wanted to attend for a very long time, one of Brendon Burchard's events, and as I had mentioned in one of my previous podcasts, that he's been like a mentor to me, and he didn't even know it, and I actually got a chance to meet him and get him to sign one of his books, The Motivation Manifesto. So that was a dream maker right there. It was very cool to tell him, I've admired you for such a long time, and to get to meet you face to face and see you live, I am so inspired. I am so eager to get cracking and get working on all the great techniques and strategies that you've taught us here today. And I also said, hey, Brendon, by the way, I'm going to be on stage with you in the future, hopefully very soon, but I will be on stage with you, and I am super excited. Because during the event, Brendon said, I would love for you guys in the audience to be on stage with me sometime. And of course, after that, I felt comfortable going up and saying, I really want to be on that stage with you because you've inspired me, and I want to be like you and inspire other people, inspire millions of people. The event was such a game changer in the sense that it really helped me to center in on my why I want to be successful and what I want to do with being successful, with reaching people, and that in and of itself was incredible. We started out the event. The event was called Influencer, and it was for people like myself that want to influence people, and obviously, hopefully, for the greater good, because if you can use influence for bad reasons as well. So for somebody like myself, I really want to impact the world in a very positive way. So this event was designed to teach thought leaders and people of our generation now on how to reach more people worldwide or nationwide or in your city. Whatever your goal is, this is going to help people to find out other ways to reach more and more people and get your message across. Now, when the event started out, they asked a simple question. They said, we're going to do a quick group exercise, and I want you to take a few minutes, each person, pair up into fours. I guess that's not really a pair. Group up into fours. and what you're going to do is you're going to tell them what you want to achieve. Basically, what is your dream? And I'm like, oh, great. This is going to be an easy question. I can't wait for my turn. When I got to my turn and it was my turn to answer the question, what is your dream? I just barfed out a bunch of words and nothing made sense. And I was trying to figure out what I really wanted to do. What was my dream? I thought I knew what my dream was, but deep down, I had an idea. I had this way. See, I'm doing it right now. I didn't know what I wanted. And if you don't know what you want, you don't know how to get there. And you know what? That's what I was thinking recently, and even in the past 6 months, I've been feeling very lost. And I've been very successful, and good things have been happening with our business. We continue to grow, but the more we grow, the less I know what I really am trying to do with all this growth and with this business. And I was feeling lost, and I was feeling sad and depressed and a little bit lonely because I didn't know what I wanted to accomplish until this event. And then after 3 days of intensive strategy, listening to different speakers, all of them touching on similar topics throughout this whole motivational, inspirational, financial, strategical, this course, this 3-day seminar, I landed on more of what I want to do, and I could sum it up into a couple sentences. They said if you couldn't explain to somebody what your dream is in less than 2 to 3 sentences, clearly and concisely, you're going to have a hard time reaching that dream if you don't know what that dream is. And if you happen to get in the neighborhood of that dream, what you think you might want, you might feel very unfulfilled because you didn't enrich your life with what your purpose was, what your meaning was, and you didn't have a message to give. And people like myself and other thought leaders in the industry, other influencers, educators, whatever you want to call them, influencer is just a modern word to describe what we do, being in front of people and spreading our message for the greater good. And again, you can use your influence for bad things as well. So that's why we want to surround ourselves with people that are more positive, people that are influencing on the daily with great messages, with uplifting, inspiring messages, motivational messages. And that's the person I want to be. Those are the people I want to be around. And this event helped me to zero in on what I want to achieve with my dreams. And of course, that can change as time goes on. But right now, I have a clearer grasp of what I wanted, and I was able to sum it up in a couple of sentences. And basically, without getting too into it, I had some moments there where I teared up throughout the event when we try to figure out why we're doing certain things, and my daughter came up, and we all are fighting for a different reason, and we all want to be successful for a different reason. But I really want to share and inspire people with positivity. I want to touch millions and millions of people in the world. I want to leave the world better than I found it and create positive impact as much as I can with every single person that I touch. It just makes me feel good inside as a person, and love is such a strong, powerful feeling, and I want everybody to feel it. So that's what I want to do. I want to become my best self, and I want to help bring other people's best self out as well. So I'm so glad you guys are on this journey with me, and this is like therapy for me. I'm just sitting here, blah, 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 and then we're going to get into the training. So that's why they call it a show, because you never know what I'm going to do here, right? I've been working on my voice too. I hope you can hear that as well. There's this awesome guy, Roger Love. He was one of the speakers there at the event. He actually taught Bradley Cooper and Reese Witherspoon and Joaquin Phoenix how to sing or how to improve their singing voice, and some of them actually won Oscars. And of course, Bradley Cooper was just in the Star movie. What was that, with Lady Gaga? And their voices are incredible, and I'm in awe of people that can sing and that can speak with clarity. So we, as thought leaders and educators, are influencers, and we do that with our body, we do that with our skills, and we do that with our voice. So it is something to, of course, as I just choke on some lung butter there, it is something to consider when you are trying to make an impact and get people to understand and feel your message and spread it as well. So let's get into this week's Sweet Success chapter. I hope you've liked it so far, and I hope you liked my rambling. There's plenty more of that in the weeks and months and years ahead. So step 2, we are getting into embrace technology, and this is from Sweet Success, How to Make Six Figures this was in a salon suite, but I've updated it to be How to Make Six Figures as an Independent Stylist, because a lot of the same principles and strategies apply. We're just tweaking it ever so slightly. If you are just joining into this week's episode, please go back to episode 1, because you're going to get into the start of Sweet Success, How to Make Six Figures as an Independent Stylist. So here we are, step 2. This is like chapter 2, basically. Embrace technology. Life is change. Growth is optional. Choose wisely. By Karen Kaiser Clark. That was a quote. If you're not using technology to help your business, it's time to sit down and figure it out. I don't care if you've been doing hair for 2 months or 20 years, the same rules apply. You need clients in your chair to make money. And in order to get new clients, you need to attract new business, right? As the world gets crazier and more complicated, it's important for us to simplify the salon experience for our clients as much as possible. We can do this by utilizing the latest and greatest technology to our advantage. Technology provides us with so many options that deciding which tools will best suit our business growth can be overwhelming. To help you cut through the clutter, I am recommending a few key areas where I think you should focus your time. One is social media, duh. I know you don't live in a cave, and you've probably heard of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and what now there's like TikTok, and other cleverly named apps, but are you using them? Social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest are great for connecting your business to both current and prospective clients. With careful planning and consistent engagement, it's possible to attract new clients, connect with existing clients, and market your business for free. Free is good. We like free. The internet, if you hadn't known by now, is here to stay. It is time you learn how to use it, and better yet, master it. If you want to be earning 6 figures per year, it is imperative that you're on social media. There's no better way to showcase your work, attract new business, and promote your professional services. And again, it's free. In the beginning stages of building your business, you really only need to focus on 3 platforms. 1, Instagram. This popular app can be quickly downloaded to your phone for free. It has quickly become a very huge asset within the hair industry, and although we have this crazy, terrible algorithm right now, that's a side topic, but it's getting a little trickier, but it's still our go-to site for hair artists. It is being used by hair artists to showcase the great work they do, as well as by potential customers who are seeking talented stylists. Instagram is like our resume now. If your work is well represented on Instagram, you can attract business clients and reap the reward of free marketing. Here are some quick pointers to help your work stand out amongst the competition. Take a good photo. This is easier said than done. Sometimes your exceptional hairstyling doesn't transfer over to a photo. Don't let this discourage you. It happens to all of us, regardless of how our skill level, where our skill level is. Sometimes the hair is awesome, as you know, and the color is awesome, but the photo is just terrible, and no matter what angle you shoot at, you just can't get that sweet spot. That happens to us all. But with practice, your photos will get better, and soon you will be churning out one incredible image after another. You can utilize various techniques such as different cameras, multiple lenses, photo backdrops, switching the angle of the photo, playing with lighting, adjusting the poses. Try everything. Literally try everything. Get your advice from your coworkers. Find out. You can send messages to people that are doing what you want to do and ask them what are your secrets, and sometimes they'll actually tell you. So that's cool too. Try everything until you find out what works best for you and the space you're working in. Take as many photos as you can until you find that sweet spot. Do not filter or photograph your photos heavily. We can tell. People can see it. If they zoom in, they can see what you've done. So you got to be small in what you do. Small enhancements are fine, but altering the photo drastically is a complete misrepresentation of your work. Don't lie to yourself, your peers, or your potential customers. Focus on creating exceptional work and taking great photos. Next, post your work often. Most stylists don't post their work enough. In order to generate buzz, you need to be engaging the public regularly. The goal of regular posting is to attract people to follow you and subscribe to your content. It is equally important that your content stays relevant. If your intention is to promote yourself as a fantastic stylist, then showcasing your photos of your puppy or your lizard or whatever is just not in your best interest. Although adding photos of your personal life will help you come across as a little bit more personable and relatable, keep your content strictly professional. If you still want to share photos of your spouse or your loved ones, do so on a personal page. If you're new to Instagram and say other social media platforms, you probably don't have much content to post yet either. I'd recommend posting work from other hairstylists you might admire and label them as inspiration photos. Don't forget to give credit to the artist or you'll come across as an imposter. Next, ask your clients to tag you in selfies. When your clients leave the salon, they are feeling so good about themselves. You undoubtedly gave them a remarkable service and they are smitten. They're ready to go about their day and have a wonderful experience and take lots and lots of photos. Chances are they are going to take these photos and they're going to post it somewhere on social media to brag about it. This is your opportunity for free marketing. I am religious about asking my clients at the end of their service to please tag me in any good hair photos they take. By asking, I'm planting the seed for them to take action and, in essence, do me a favor. It also ensures that they will take a good photo so as to not offend their hairdresser. It's the last thing they want to do, trust me. Asking your client to tag you in a photo may seem like a small favor to them, but it's a huge marketing play for you. Consumers would rather receive a recommendation from a friend, even via social media, than get bombarded by ads from a business that's forcefully promoting. Never underestimate the power of the client selfie. It is free marketing, and all you have to do is ask. Next, learn how to use hashtags. Hashtags are a way to create a searchable link. For instance, if you want to search balayage, type in hashtag balayage. If you post a photo of balayage that you've done, type hashtag balayage into the comment section of Instagram or into the profile section or the bio section of your Facebook or your Instagram as well. Anyone that types in the search keyword hashtag balayage or even balayage on Google will have a chance to see your work. Be sure that when you type in the hashtag to leave out the quotations. I put quotations in here, that's what I'm referring to. Disregard that last sentence. Okay, so why are hashtags important? It's another free marketing tool to help you get discovered by potential clients in your area. More and more people are using hashtags to search popular items every day. You can use them on Google, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and a number of other search engines. Let me teach you how it works by explaining how we use it to boost our own businesses. Businesses visibility. My personal specialty is balayage, which makes my ideal clientele anyone that wants balayage. Makes sense, right? I'll post a photo of anything I did recent balayage work on Instagram, for example, and then I'm going to add in my hashtags. My goal with my hashtags is to reach anyone that is searching for a balayage specialist in and around La Jolla or San Diego. That's where my salon's located. For example, in my own business, I may post hashtags like this. Hashtag San Diego Balayage, hashtag La Jolla Balayage, hashtag La Jolla Hair Salon, hashtag Best Balayage in La Jolla, hashtag La Jolla Salon, hashtag Best Balayage Stylist in San Diego, etc., etc., etc. Please note that in order for these to work properly, all hashtags must be followed by at least one word or phrase with no spaces. And these particular ones that are referring to a location and a specialty are called geo hashtags. It's about geo marketing, geo targeting, which if you could imagine yourself searching for somebody like you in your area, kind of like you did on the Yelp page to check salons in your competition, this works very similarly. If you're trying to find, say, for instance, a balayage specialist in your area, how would you go about doing it? And that's the phrase you want to put with a hashtag in front of it. Another cool thing is Instagram allows you to use a maximum of 30 hashtags with every post. I recommend you use either all 30 for maximum searchability because as long as you're not using general hashtags, there's a good chance that you'll have a lot of different combinations of words to attract a person like you. And if you're trying to get clients, which a lot of us are, these are what your clients are going to search for. So give them options so that you're one of the first items to come up in their search. To save time and not having to remember 30 hashtags every single time you do a post and having to come up with something completely brand new, what I do is I'll just jot down the 30 hashtags I use the most and put them into, say, my notes section on my phone, because I use my phone most of the time for taking pictures and putting them on Instagram. Then each time I post something, to save me the time and monotony of trying to remember all 30 hashtags, I'll copy and paste the ones that I think are going to be appropriate for that particular post. Done and done. It's a very good time-saving technique, and you've already done the work to think about these hashtags ahead of time. Now, if you want more Instagram advice, go to our website, www.mastersofbalayage.com, and you go to the shop section there. My wife wrote this amazing book called Instagood, How to Brand and Market Yourself with Mastery for Instagram. So that's there. It's incredible. That's just something else that's cool to check out. Going back to the book here, too, we've got Facebook with nearly 1.7 billion monthly users, and it's been a lot more than that since this book was created. Facebook is one of the largest show and tell sites in history. Although you may be more into Snapchat or Instagram or whatever the new current thing is at the moment, and of course, Facebook owns Instagram as well, and they did not at this time, so that's even more reason to both use Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat, because you have to remember the marketing and the branding in the business isn't about you anymore. You are thinking bigger than yourself now. And your business needs to have its own life. You may have your own personal page, but now your business, your brand needs one too. Set up a page and schedule a little bit of time to update it every week. Add new content, photos, maybe interesting articles, things that your potential customers, your potential clients are going to like. It's going to attract them. Just like Instagram, you want to add new content very, very often to keep people engaged. Once you have enough worthwhile content, you'll inevitably have people that start responding to your posts. Be sure to communicate with them professionally, even if you just like or heart their comment. People love to be heard online, or they wouldn't take the time to comment. They're engaging with you, so it's important to build your tribe, to build your customer base. You got to respond to them. You have to engage back. By responding promptly to people's comments and messages, you show that you care. People like that. You like that. And in turn, they're going to engage more in your posts more frequently. 3. YouTube. Videos are the future. You've heard this a million times. There's no question about it. According to Cisco, video accounts for 69% of all consumer internet traffic. So what does that mean to you? It is time to stop being camera shy and get in front of the camera instead of always being behind it. It's true that people fear public speaking more than they fear death, which is odd, but I guess it makes sense. When you're dead, there's no chance of facing rejection or embarrassment. But that's not to say that you might not wish you were dead the first few times you see yourself on camera. But don't worry, though. You'll get better and better as you practice. Practice and practice and practice again. So What are your videos going to be about? Think of it as another way to showcase your work and your professional style. For example, my videos are instructional by nature. My passion is educating other stylists, so I purpose my videos to do just that. I offer up advice on what I'm learning along the way, which may help them do the same thing. Sometimes I feel like I'm simply speaking to a younger me. I want that younger me to succeed and to do so without making the same mistakes that I made. It's like all that advice you never took from your parents, but you wish you did. That's how I go about my videos. For you, your goal may be to attract new clients. Great. You need to showcase the great work you do for all to see. So go set up a video camera near your styling chair and press record. Some people do that all day long and they have millions of followers. Just make sure you ask your clients permission first, or they may think you're some kind of weird creeper. Another excellent way to build your confidence and comfort in front of the camera is to demonstrate your skills on a mannequin head. You don't even have to speak, just demonstrate what you're doing while the camera is rolling. Look at some of these brilliant artists that are doing it right now. They don't even do it on clients. They have these videos that are instructional by nature, and they're just working on mannequins around the clock. They're styling mannequins, they're cutting, they're coloring mannequins, and they have so much engagement on their posts and on their pages. It's incredible. The next chapter here in the section that we're talking about making technology your friend or embracing technology, we are in text messaging. Okay, text messaging. It seems that no one wants to talk on the phone anymore. You get this? True, right? But in my experience, when it comes to scheduling appointments and communicating with your clients, that is a good thing. Here are a few reasons why teaching your clients to text you is a win-win for all parties involved. We all love texting too, right? 1, faster client response. Because people it's hard not to respond to a text. You don't want to leave unopened text. You can leave unopened emails and you might have 10,000 unopened emails in your inbox, but you don't have any unopened text, do you? So use this to your advantage. 2, you don't need to respond immediately. That's not to say you wait 2 days like you're dating someone before you're getting back to them. However, when somebody calls, they expect someone to pick up the phone. They want something now and are not interested in leaving a voicemail. 3, there's no question about what is written. Say a client walks into your salon at 10 a.m. for her hair appointment. She's excited and ready to get her hair done. The problem is you weren't expecting her until 10 a.m. next week on the same day. Who made the mistake? The text will tell you. If it's you, shame on you. Then it's probably time to cower down and start your heartfelt apology. Now, if it's her, I'm sure she'll be extremely embarrassed, but won't hold any blame on you because, you know what? It's in the text. 4, it's easy to confirm your appointments and follow up with clients. Whether you're confirming your clients for the week, which we always do, or following up with your clients after a service, texting makes it easy. On Saturdays of each week, we make it a point to confirm all of our appointments for the following week. Although your clients may not like having their weekend interrupted by a phone call from you, which you're not giving them, which would probably go straight to voicemail anyway, they don't mind a quick text reminding them about their upcoming visit. This is what we send exactly. Hi, so-and-so, just confirming your upcoming hair appointment for blah, blah, blah date and time. Please reply yes to confirm in all caps. Thank you. And then you insert your name. Ryan from Salon Spruce or whatever, whoever's sending it. Easy, right? And who would be annoyed by that? No one, even if it is a Saturday. We're used to getting texts all the time now. So, just maybe not at 4 in the morning or 10 p.m. at night, but you get the point. Most of your clients will confirm with a yes, and others who may have completely forgotten about the appointment, we've all been there, will ask to reschedule. That's fine. It's better than a no-show, right? Since making this policy customary, I've had less than 10 no-shows over the last 4 years. I'd say that's a pretty low number because I typically have more than 70 clients in my chair per month. The same goes for following up with your clients after a service. I will dive into that a little deeper in chapter coming up called The Follow-Up. Texting is the most widely used form of communication in the world today. There is now an emerging disease, actually, linked to over-texting. It's called dequervain or something, dequervain tennisinitis, something like that. Thankfully, it is not contagious, it's not deadly, just tricky to pronounce. The point is, this whole world is texting. That's all we do now. So why are you trying to conduct business without it? My salon offers text communication with our clients regarding almost everything. 95% of our client communication is done with texting. We schedule and confirm appointments. We check in with clients. We conduct simple consultations and notify clients if our stylists are running behind. Just be sure you go into your settings and disable the Read Now notification alert or Read Now notification alert. That's a pro tip for you. Once your clients see that you've read their message, they expect a response promptly. So just eliminate that app option right now. We all know how it feels to be ignored, right? Before I end this section, let me leave you with a few quick tips regarding text messaging. Bullet. Messages can be easily misinterpreted. Always sound thankful and excited. Use exclamations and smileys way more than you would in real life. Bullet. Use correct grammar. Remember, you are a business, not a teenager. You need to reflect professionalism. Act like a grown-up. Bullet. Be prompt in your responses. Returning text 2 days later is amateurish and lackadaisical. Online booking systems. That's our next little chapter. One of the most beneficial apps available to salon owners is for their clients to have the ability to book online at their own convenience. Research suggests, due to our ever-increasing busy schedules, a large majority of our clients prefer to do their appointment bookings early in the morning or very late at night, before or after business hours. Why is this? Well, it makes sense. It's because people are working longer hours than ever before, and they have a lot more work to do during the day where lunch hours are short and hurried. So if you're lucky enough to get out of lunch at all, right? If you've ever been in like corporate America or most jobs that aren't being a hairstylist, the only available time many working professionals have to schedule anything is long after regular business hours end or on the weekends, right? That's why Saturdays are always so popular. Allowing potential clients the option to book their appointments online makes the scheduling experience with you easy, professional, and convenient. Better yet, you don't have to lift a finger. Your phone just goes ding when you get new appointments. It's exciting. It's like winning the lottery every time. Maybe not the lottery, but you get the point. Many independent stylists and salon suite owners I've spoken with use simple and cost-effective services like StyleSeat.com, Schedulicity, Booker.com, Vagaro. We use Vagaro right now at ours. MindBody.com is another one. Over the years, I've used several of these systems, and right now we're using Vagaro, and I've noticed that each version has its advantages and disadvantages. The cheaper ones, some are free, offer online booking, but not any bells and whistles, so nothing really fancy, such as financial income reporting and breaking up days into different breaks and sections and processing time, and that's important for us stylists, so it's important to look for that. Determining which one is the best fit for your business might take a little research, and it does take some time to do, so make sure that you are giving it a go and doing the research that you need to be before jumping into one of these systems. No matter which route you decide to take, offering online booking to your client is invaluable. Soon, your phone will be blowing up with new appointments. The only thing I'll say is that a lot of times we'll do a consultation before the appointment. We'll talk about this later on in the book as well, because I did run into some problems with the online booking where the clients didn't know what they were trying to book. So for instance, one client would book a bang trim and she'd come in and I'd say, "Oh, so we're cutting your bangs today." And she said, "No, I actually need a full highlight." And I'm like, "What?" So I said, "Well, you're scheduled for a bang trim." And that's when she said, "Well, that's all you had available." Boom, mic drop. I'm like, okay, what am I going to do now? I have 15 minutes to give you a full highlight. That didn't work, obviously. So I was very careful with having consultations before I allowed a client to book online for future appointments. So keep that in mind. It might happen. All right, everybody, that is the end of this chapter, Embrace Technology, in my book, Sweet Success, How to Make Six Figures as an Independent Stylist. I hope you enjoyed it. I have so much fun doing this, and this is only going to get better and better. Next week, we're going to be talking about the next steps of 7 steps to this success. Step 3 is going to be attract your perfect clients. This is a very cool chapter. This is a chapter that I've spent a lot of time on, and we all have our own individual styles, our own individual personalities, our niches, and what we do, and this is how we're going to attract our perfect clientele, not the perfect clientele, because the perfect clientele for you is not the perfect clientele for me, it's not the perfect clientele for somebody else. So this is going to help you attract what you love to do in your chair. So stay tuned for that. I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. And until next week, I will see you. You are awesome.
Thanks for listening to the Hairpreneur Show podcast. Go now to www.thehpshow.com to sign up and get first dibs on our weekly education directly to your inbox. Thanks again for listening. Please share the love and tell a friend about us. Till next week, you're awesome.